Don't forget, you can reach the latest episode of Potomac Watch anytime. Just ask your smart speaker, Play the Opinion Potomac Watch Podcast. That is, Play the Opinion Potomac Watch Podcast.
From the opinion pages of the Wall Street Journal, this is Potomac Watch.
Welcome back. I'm Paul Gigot here with the Daily Opinion Podcast of the Wall Street Journal, Potomac Watch, and I'm here with Alicia Finley and Monet Ukwe-Barua. All right, let's turn to Donald Trump, crypto billionaire. This is the president shortly before he took office, including last Friday, I guess. He floated a new crypto token with a $ Trump in all caps. And it has taken off, not surprisingly, when you get all of that attention. And then his wife, Melania, even floated a new token in her name on Sunday, Alicia. And the holders of this Trump family now are, at least on paper, billionaires. Now, is this a good idea? What do you make of it?
Well, I think it's a bad idea for a number of reasons. It opens him to legal and political attacks. There is liability involved. His website claims that this is not a security under the law and that you are simply investing in basically the euphoria of Trump's election, that winning. This is all just about feeling good about Trump. Well, in fact, there's some legal precedent on what is a security under the 1946 Howey test by the Supreme Court. And the Trump token looks a lot like a security under that test. So maybe he's counting on the fact that his SEC appointee for chair, Paul Atkins, who's been friendly to the industry, won't take an enforcement action against him. Though then you're going to get accusations that he's actually in the pocket of Donald Trump and is not regulating crypto because of Trump. So anything he does on the crypto front will be politically tainted. But going back to the other issue is just the legal liability. Just because the SEC doesn't go after Trump for this doesn't mean state attorney generals can't, or that people who buy these tokens can't. In fact, I saw a lawyer on X.com predicted, there's probably a 90% chance that somebody will sue him within the next 2 weeks. And that's probably right. Anyone who loses money could potentially have a claim to say, well, he doesn't make these necessary disclosures. I didn't know. And it just creates more headaches for him than he really needs at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, cryptocurrencies, Monet, are essentially speculation tools. They're not investing in IBM or, for that matter, even small cap stocks. You know, we know that their prices are incredibly volatile, and we know that sometimes these coins crash. Think of Sam Bankman-Fried. So as this administration goes on, you're going to see those prices rise and fall. And I think the Trump token now is worth over $30 billion, or at least it was on as of Wednesday evening. So if it falls to $10 billion, and the people who bought it at the peak or close to it lose money, are they going to take it well? And who are they going to blame?
Yeah, I mean, I think the best possible case that President Trump could make about the dollar Trump coin is that it's essentially a keepsake, that it was a piece of memorabilia that he created during his inauguration, and that people buying it should have understood it as such, that they basically were buying a kind of digital token that they could keep, and that its value could rise or fall, and that has nothing to do with how Trump administers the coin, and there was no promise of a return. But I think that Alicia is exactly right in that if that was the case, that would have had to come with a variety of different disclosures, because it was created to resemble a lot of these digital currencies, which the Securities and Exchange Commission has treated as securities. And so I do think that he's on very shaky legal ground and political ground, and it's likely that there's some kind of challenge incoming, and it'll be fascinating to see how the courts weigh that.
Well, what concerns me here, beyond the, I think, real conflicts, but certainly appearance of conflict between the floating the coin and regulation, is the fact that no lawyer told Trump, maybe you should steer away from this. You know, you're starting out in a new administration. You want to start off in a good way. You don't want to get tied up in this sort of thing. And you don't want to look like you are profiting from your presidency. So I think it's just a bad omen generally. We'll see how it plays out. All right. I want to thank Alicia, and I want to thank Monet. I want to thank you all for listening. We have the daily drama of the Trump 2 presidency, which is whatever else you say, it isn't dull. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow.